Hello everyone, today is October 19th. I know yesterday ended up being a no speaking video. I just kind of realized partway through the day I hadn't actually recorded any talking and just kind of leaned into it, I guess. We had a super chill day yesterday. Sat at home working on my project and we watched several movies, and now this morning I baked pumpkin bread. I have sourdough bread rising. We just got back from taking the dog to get her hair cut, and later today I will be making some chili. But right now I am binding off my anthology. So it's hard for me to tell exactly how far into binding it off I am, but that is how much I have left. And then after that, I have my Monster Mash socks and the shawl I was making for my mom that I can work on. I don't know which one I'm going to work on when. The Monster Mash socks, I got a little bit started on one of the feet. So new stripe pattern. I will say the heel is very cool with the color work on it. But I think my preference would have been if it had been like pink, green, orange, blue, pink, green, orange, blue, and a consistent stripe pattern, whereas the pattern says to do like one up here and one down here, which I'm sure will look like a monster mashup, but it's not going to look very consistent. I don't know. I'm not going to hate them, but I'm not sure they're ever going to be my favorite socks. But let's write it out and see what it looks like. No matter what, they will have been a fun and unique pair of socks. And then for my mom's shawl, if you have not seen anything about it in a few days, okay, this is just a big granny triangle shawl, and I am on my last or second to the last color. This is the last full ball, and then I also have this 20 gram that I haven't decided if I'm going to use it or not around the edge, and then that one will be done. So making some progress on several things. But But the next thing I have to figure out is what I want to watch while I sit here and finish binding this off. I would love to try to have time to block it today, but it's a rainy day today. I have a feeling that if I try to block it, it's going to be not drying very fast. And I don't really know where I would lay it out if it needs more than just this afternoon to dry. So it may not get blocked until next weekend. everyone. It is now towards the end of the day. I am getting ready to settle in for the last little bit of work on projects before while editing and then before getting ready for bed. I did finish my anthology blanket today, which should be footage of that in here. I didn't get a lot of work done on my Monster Mash. I'm going to work on that in a little bit. I think the problem that I'm having is just the stripe pattern, and I do kind of wish that I'd known entirely the way it was going to look. If I had seen how it was going to look before starting, I would have... So it's currently, they're going to be matching. I would have made these two colors here so that they really looked like they were like two socks cut in half and sewn on each other. But it's fine. It's fine. I will finish them. I wasn't as excited about them, so I didn't work on them as much this afternoon. And instead, I started a new project, which I was also only excited about. I wanted to get it done, but it is October and I have started working on a granny square Christmas sweater. So it's just going to be, you know, granny square front, granny square back, granny cluster sleeves. I bought this yarn from Hobbii last year to make this sweater and have been telling myself all year I'm going to make it. I'm going to have it available to wear this year for Christmas, because when I ordered it last year, I knew I didn't have time. I shouldn't have done it, but I did it anyways. And I just don't entirely want to work on a Christmas sweater in October, but I didn't want to work on the shawl I had because we're at that point where they're long, tedious rows and I'm almost done. And so you start working on a new row and it's like, how am I not done yet? And then I have the stripes on the socks that I'm only, I know I need to keep going and give them a better time, a better amount of time for me to settle in and like them more. But right now I'm just like, ew. So I just kind of needed something new, and I kept thinking of other things to start, and I told myself, if you're starting anything, you are starting that Christmas sweater. So do you really want to work on a Christmas sweater in October, or do you want to work on your other projects? And I decided the Christmas sweater in October. So it will probably be mostly a background project for a little bit, but it gave me something else to work on. And now I'm going to make myself put that one aside and force myself to get a little bit of work on the Monster Mash socks, because I'm almost done with the gusset, and that will make it just a little bit easier too. And I'm going to power through and make myself try to get a little more work done on them, because if I get a little more work done on them, I might like them more. So that's all I have for right now. I have to get up and go to work tomorrow. So back to short videos for a few times this week, but yeah, we're getting closer and closer. Like, October is zooming through. So that's all for tonight. I'm babbling. I will see you all tomorrow.